We had a malfunction. Let's get the game back so I can do this attack. Okay, here we go. Town Hall 9, but there's only 3 air defenses, and this would be ripped. Unless if I could just sneak those loonies into the largest bunch, and we're going to take out the sweeper too. Poisoning thing that just slows them. This strategy is by far the best attack strategy to farm for loot at Town Hall 9. Today we're looking deep inside of the Loonian attack strategy, which is balloons and minions behind. If you guys know my channel, you'll know that I rushed my Town Hall 8 to Town Hall 9, and we are playing catch up right now. So I'm looking for as much loot as possible, and in that, you know, my heroes are low. And sometimes I want to attack without heroes, like I'm doing on this attack right here. And this strategy is probably the best one to do that with at Town Hall 9. It doesn't cost that much. I'm going to show you guys the costs in today's video, exactly what's in the composition in today's video, and how to execute this strategy, not only to pull in 3 stars, because I am getting 3 stars from this strategy without heroes, but also to get all of that juicy loot. You know we need the loot to upgrade. And first of all, guys, notice what league I'm in. I'm hanging out in the gold leagues between 1 and 3. I kind of hang out up and down in there, and what I'm really looking for are either really rushed Town Hall 9 bases, preferably with only 3 air defenses, or Town Hall 8 bases, because those are no problem at all. Now I'm going to show you from live attacks as well as replays just how I get this done, so you can demonstrate the same exact strategies on your accounts, so you can just get it done as well as me. And notice, guys, the heroes are in the composition as well as the clan castle troops, none of which needed to be used on this attack. Let's do one live, and I'm going to tell you how I get this done. But before we get into the live attack, guys, make sure you sub the channel and ring the bell. We have daily Clash of Clans videos right here. And lately we've been doing some Town Hall 9 stuff, which I'm pretty excited for, especially because I have a brand new Rush 9. You know, look at that baby. Level 2 queen. Only 28 more levels to go. So when you're looking for a base to attack, you want to make sure it has more elixir than it costs to actually do the attack. So I'm always looking for at least 300,000 elixir. Now this base has that, but it's also a pretty solid base, and all the air defenses are up. So I'm going to skip that base and continue searching until I find a good one. When I do, I'll be right. Look at this one actually right here. This one's pretty good, although the loot is a little low. I mean, it would be an easy base to take down, but again, we're looking for that loot. So let's go find some. In the meantime, check out some comments that you guys have put in the comment section. So this base is a really good example of one which I can take down. It's very close on the elixir that I was looking for, but it's a Town Hall 8. And when there's a Town Hall 8, you know there's 1 less air defense, 1 less sweeper, and no enemy queen to deal with. So I can really push straight into this base. I'm going to go right in on the 2 closest air defenses, which are going to be right here with all of my balloons. I'm going to probably save a couple in my back pocket. And actually just 2. And all of my minions going straight into the base. I have my rage spell ready. And I also have that heal spell, which I'm going to use, trying to keep those balloons all at pretty close to full health the entire time on the attack. Now we're going to drop the other rage spell in to get these balloons going towards the final air defense. Will they make it there? Oh, they are working hard to get there, but the air mine is going to trip them up too. Let's go with this rage spell as well. Remember, we have some back-end balloons, which we can use over here. It looks like everything is going in the wrong direction, but we have that one balloon taking that out. There we go. And again, the heroes are not going to be used on this attack. So when I find bases like this, I go in, I hit it with no heroes, and I save my heroes for those bases that are just a bit tougher to get through. The ones that maybe have a queen or an air defense that I can snipe out with my queen. I'm going to try and give you guys an example of that kind of base as well. But here you go, pulling in the loot, pulling in the 3 stars. Now eventually, I'm going to progress out of gold and into Crystal League. And at that point in time, as a rush Town Hall 9, I may have some issues. So what I'll probably need to do is drop back down into Gold League so I don't get too high up and I don't get those hard bases. And to do that, all you do is drop in your queen and leave. Drop in your queen and leave. Costs you nothing, and that's how you drop cups. Now this is a base I came up on earlier on today, and notice it's a Town Hall 9, but there's only 3 air defenses, and this is telling me, guys, that this is a brand new 9, just moved up from 8. And I'm going to hit this one also with no heroes. This time I have no heroes in the composition. It's just the loons, the minions, and the spells. Reason I don't have heroes is I probably used them on the attack prior to this attack. Now I am going to have to use my clan castle troops, I believe, at least some of them. Maybe just a free spell, we'll see what went down. But notice that wizard tower is really pounding hard on my balloons, and things are lightening up here. Now the reason I decided to use my clan castle balloons was because there was still a lot of loot in the base. If there's a little bit of loot, I won't use it. I don't care about the fails. I care about the loot, and I don't like to ask my clan for donations all the time for farming either, but when there's this much loot left over in the base, you gotta get it done. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but that sweeper was pushing away the minions and being distracted so that the balloons were able to slip on in next to it and take it down. Made it a lot easier for the attack, because the balloons, they really struggle when the sweeper's pushing them back. It's actually quite a pain in the butt. So we have only one archer tower left on this attack, and the rest is going to be cleanup for the minions, the balloons, and now the cleanup could be a little slow. But that's okay when there's this much loot in the base for you guys to absorb, to take on in. We're almost at 2,000 Dark Elixir, which is really good for a brand new Rush Town Hall 9 in Gold League, and nearly 500,000 Elixir, nearly 400,000 Gold. Pretty good hit. No heroes. This is what you should be doing when you're trying to get your heroes up. We had a malfunction. Let's get the game back so I can do this attack. Okay, here we go. There we are, and we're going to just go straight into the base with the balloons. I'm going to actually go into the enemy queen and see if we can get something done there. It may not be the best choice, but we're going to do it anyway because I think that's what we have to do to get the most loot out of this one. We're going to go with that. We're going to go with all the minions, heavy on the queen, and then we're going to rage everything up. Rage and rage. We're going to freeze the enemy queen if I can see her. There we go. She's... Oh, I froze her, but we didn't even have to. She was taken down really quickly. The rage spells worked well. We're going to go with a heal spell. Oh, let's go. Come on, balloons. We're actually going to go in with the other balloons right over here. And we're going to try and rage these bad boys around the base as quickly as we can, because we want to get as deep into the base as we can. Getting deep inside of the base allows for the loot on the outside to get exposed so you could pull it all out of the base. Notice I'm not using the heroes again. I may use them towards the end of the attack for cleaning up some stuff if I have to. We're definitely not going to be getting a 3-star on this attack, but again, that's okay. We're not really looking for the 3. We're looking for the loot. And we have minions up top. I guess we could probably try and break our king into the core of the base. We're going to try and go up here with the king and with the queen behind. Now, the queen has no ability. She's a level 2. So what I want to do here is get the king inside the base, protecting the queen. They'll together get through that wall. Now, I know this is a video on farming with no heroes, but sometimes when you want to get more of the loot, you're going to go in if you got your king and your queen available. Now, my king is being targeted, which is really good, because if my queen were to be targeted, there's no ability to save her. All the while, the minions are collecting more loot in the outside of the base. Queen is taking out some of that storage. The king is going to now help take out the expo. We are going to get the town. We actually may be able to get pretty close to completely through this base, getting most of the loot out of it. Only an archer tower, Tesla, bomb tower, and the enemy king. Plus I have my king's ability, and the queen again is protecting behind. Now, because this is taking so long, I will wait until the 30-second mark. When I hit the 30-second mark, I will hit my king's ability to try and speed things up a little bit. I'm saving it right now in case I can get to the engagement between him and the enemy king. But we're getting close on time. In 10 more seconds, we'll pop his ability. Again, the queen, she has no ability. But look at the amount of loot we took out of this base. It went fairly well. And what I would probably do, we're going to pop the king right there. What I probably would do is save the attack, end the attack before the queen goes down, just so that we could have her for the next raid. Because if you have your heroes, you want to try and use them. But of course, this video is about attacks without heroes. So if I have her or not, I guess it doesn't matter. Let's just get that loot. Get that loot, king, and no more glitches with my recording. We want everything to go well. Strange but true. Things but happen sometimes. And the queen being clutch, grabbing a little bit more gold before the attack is over. That's some pretty good loot for a Rush Town Hall 9 in Gold League. I'll take that every day. Here we go. Another good one for you guys. Another Town Hall 9 with tons of loot outside the base. Now notice I did check the clan castle to make sure there was nothing inside of it which would take down all my troops. If there were a dragon in there, my attack would be rip. Unless if I could just sneak those minions in behind to try and take it out before all the balloons. But, you know, you never want to deal with a dragon when you have no queen or when you only have minions to take it down. So what we're going in with right here is the rage spell, raging right on top of those balloons, pushing them into the base quickly, healing them up in the biggest bunch that you can. Notice I'm using that bunch on the bottom. It's the largest bunch, and we're going to take out the sweeper too, poisoning the queen just to slow stuff down because, well, we don't have heroes to take her down, so we drop the poison. And we got the minions coming in on top of her. Look at the minions going down. They're taking that queen down quickly. Not only that, we dropped in our clan castle balloons as well because there was a good amount of loot left in the base and my balloons would not have gotten it done on their own. Not only elixir, not only gold, but nearly 3,000 dark elixir. Actually, over 3,000 dark elixir in this base. Now, when you have donated troops, remember, they could be max level. I have pretty strong balloons coming in, which are a lot stronger than a Rush Town Hall 9 level, so those are drastically going to help the attack. But as you saw from today's video, not every attack required Clan Castle troops. We were able to get it done with many different strategies, some with the heroes, some with the Clan Castle troops, some without both. And either way, it was still beautiful attacks. Loonion is what you should be using, guys, and if you want more farming strategies, you can check out some of my other videos. Make sure you sub the channel, drop a like if you made it this far, and check me out over on my Instagram, guys. It's called Echo Gaming Media. Come on through with a purple and a blue heart. Lets me know you came from this video. Before you leave, check out this video. It's probably going to be a farming one as well. We're out of here for today. Thanks so much for coming through. Take care, guys, and be good.